Hello everyone, greetings from Storycorner at Bookmine, and I'm Sudha Umashanker with a very different kind of story today. It's more by way of tribute and a profile of the late Sri Ratan Tata. It's over a month since the business icon, philanthropist and angel investor, somehow the words seem so right for him, Sri Ratan Tata passed on. Thousands of people mourned him like they would a dear member of the family. Even those who did not know him personally but had only seen him on television or social media clippings, or had read about him, or had heard about him from people who knew him closely, felt a strong tug at their heartstrings. Why and how was such a bond forged? Sri Ratan Tata wasn't a politician, nor was he a film star or a cricketing legend or some chart-busting pop star. How did this bond come to be forged? I thought about this deeply as a spiritual columnist and came up with some answers. First of all, there was goodness in the man, in his heart and in his actions, and this radiated a special kind of energy that drew people to him. In addition to that, he exuded a rare graciousness and compassion and humility that added to his persona. Another reason for this strong bond that he seemed to have forged with people is the fact that we all look for role models. And Sri Ratan Tata was a very different kind of role model. He was very real and very genuine, and he could be idolized for a variety of reasons. He lived life the way it should be lived, and that was truly a demonstration of what a life well lived is all about. He lived his life purposefully and meaningfully, making a difference to all those around him, which was his basic philosophy. He always conducted himself with utmost dignity and humility, and was absolutely free of any ego or ahankar. He ran some of India's most valuable businesses, as you all know, very admirably, notching up enviable growth and leaving a global footprint and contributing to the nation's growth in a significant way. And he held the nation in great respect and wanted to contribute to the nation's growth in whatever way he could. And not only did he actualize his own potential, but he helped shape the careers of thousands of employees who worked for him and the Tata Group of companies, and he stood by them like a rock in times of crisis, such as the time when the Taj Hotel faced a terrorist attack, or when wage dispute negotiations were being held. Even more remarkable was the fact that Sri Ratan Tata set great store by ethics and integrity and honesty, and no matter what the compulsions, he never yielded and stood his ground. And in these morally bankrupt times, beacons of inspiration like Ratan Tata are truly the need of the hour. To him, power and wealth were never the only things that mattered. the well-being of people around him was what counted. And so philanthropy and the undertaking of a variety of initiatives for the social good were very much part of his philosophy. He gave giving a new meaning, whether it was education or healthcare or initiatives for the elderly or a state-of-the-art hospital for dogs. He gave generously and made a difference. In a day and age when compassion and empathy are qualities hard to find, he always looked at life through the eyes of another person and did what he can to make things a little better for them. Like an army officer who was injured and who was paralyzed waist down and was looking for suitable employment after his recovery. When one of Ratan Tata's friends who used to meet him on his morning walks brought this to his attention, he immediately swung into action and did what was needed and helped the gentleman find a job the very next day. Stories like this are many, and promises were always honored. But was life always such a cakewalk for Ratan Tata? Not by a long shot. As a child, he had to face the trauma of his parents separating and also deal with the taunts of some of his schoolmates after they divorced. But thankfully, it was his grandmother whose love and care made a difference. And above all, she taught him to always hold himself in dignity, no matter what the situation was like. And this was something that remained with him all through his life. Even in the corporate world, when he was up against hurdles and faced setbacks and challenges, he dealt with all of them with stoicism and determination and came out on top like a winner and strode the world of business like a colossus, but a very humane one at that. The purpose of life to those spiritually evolved is to end the cycle of samsara, birth and rebirth, and attain moksha. Ratan Tata attained that exalted state of moksha by the honorable way in which he lived his life. After his passing, his ashes were immersed in the Arabian Sea as he had wanted. The spontaneous conduct of a Ganga Aarti to honor his legacy and his life after the final rites were completed was truly a testimony to the kind of regard with which people had held him. And to me, it somehow seemed all very appropriate. No trip to Varanasi is ever complete without offering prayers at the Kal Bhairav temple. Kal meaning time and death. Kal Bhairav, which is also a fierce form of Lord Shiva, has for his Vahan the dog. And for a dog lover like Ratan Tata, this was perhaps a very, very fitting tribute, a hero's farewell, so to speak. In sum, I'd like to say that men like Ratan Tata manifest on this earth only once in a very, very long time. and his life and legacy will truly remain an inspiration for time immemorial. Thank you for listening.